yet. You know, he possesses all the shots. We know that he's a quality player. One-day cricket is a different ball game. He's absolutely dominant there, but over here he needs to kick on now. For Sri Lanka, they need early wickets. There's no two ways about it. Shamira with the new ball. We saw a couple of nights ago where Zimbabwe really got the ball to talk, got the ball to swing, and also got the ball to bounce. So back of a length was the attack they got. They bowled a few bounces too now. We'll see how Sri Lanka go about this. The first ball off the chase, and it is Saibzada Farhan on strike. Oh, slight outside edge. It goes down to third. Not in control.
And the new ball will have to make inroads for Sri Lanka. A subpar total, so the power play bowling will have to be spot on. Good length to start in the channel, just outside the off stump. Slightly uppish, but into third area just for the one. So Saibzada Farhan off the mark. Pakistan off late will also look to improve their numbers in the power play with the bat.
Couple of deliveries, quite full now. It's a different bowling attack, but what had worked a couple of nights ago was back of length, extra bounce, short ball that worked. Couple of deliveries that we've witnessed so far have been pretty much pitched up.
Also remember, Sri Lanka playing two spinners. Asaranga picking up 3 wickets in that previous game. Both will come on normally post the power play. So Chamira and co with the new ball up front will have to create an impact. Whereas Pakistan, on the other hand, they've stuck to this batting combination up the order with Saibzada Farhan and Saim Ayub for a prolonged period now. Asia Cup and onwards. The opening record in terms of the opening pair for Pakistan, not a pretty picture in terms of opening stands and at the rate at which Pakistan opening pairs have been scoring, in particular this year. This provides a great opportunity for Pakistan to get off to a good start.
Works it away leg side. The call is for 2 straight away. Get back comfortably.
The opening stand numbers this year in T20 international cricket, the average just of the 24. It's quite a few innings, 30 most in fact Pakistan have played in the year. That's something they'll want to look at. Because why I say that? Because the other end of the picture is the runs they score in the power play. Pakistan also does not sit high on that table.
Down the track. Doesn't find the gap on the offside.
Why the initial conversation is important, because it dovetails into the rate at which a team is scoring, or the opening pair or the top 3 are scoring. Now Pakistan, in relation to the top 4 sides, sit a couple of runs or 3 and a bit runs behind. Now if Pakistan opening pair aren't scoring as many and aren't scoring quick enough either, and in the process of trying to get the scoring rate up, are losing quite a few wickets, 2 at an average, this puts them behind the 8 ball in chases which require 7, 7.5, 8 runs and over.
Hits it down the ground. He's got enough of it, just enough to get it over the top. It'll just be a couple of runs. So 6 after the first over. Yeah, not great timing. I wanted to hit it over the top. Wanted to hit it out of the ground. Bottom of the bat. Malinga, he'll share the new ball. Now what Sri Lanka want are wickets. The only way they can win this game if they can bowl Pakistan out. Pakistan do bat deep. Poor delivery, really bad. Down the leg side, unforced error. And the keeper doesn't collect, so runs gifted.
Not ideal, especially given what Sri Lanka are defending, wayward in line. A difficult one for the keeper, low down to his right, and doesn't fail to get all of the glove behind. A ricochet off the gloves into the fence, so 4 wides to start the over. Ishan Malinga had an outing, his ODI debut in the ODI series recently. Looks a fine prospect.
Oh, full toss. Wide down the leg side and then a full toss. Conceded 9 of just 1 delivery.
That is an absolute gift to Saim Ayub. A low full toss onto his pads. Very, very strong. The flick of the wrist into the leg side. And an easy boundary and a really good one for Saim Ayub and his confidence. 9, just the 1 delivery. Bowling with some pace, 140 Ks the first 2 deliveries.
This is getting bad to worse. Bank Alphala, with Bank Alphala's 1100 plus branches, open your current account from your nearest branch to enjoy various free services. Earn Orbit rewards by maintaining or growing your balance. So just bowled 1 delivery and he's conceded 10. Not what Sri Lanka want, not in any game. Better. Doesn't swing that much, so it ends up on the stumps.
Also, you look at the field, fine up in the ring, with the ball just shaping into the left-handers. If he starts straight, very difficult if it continues with that angle. Kusal Mendes behind the stumps has his work cut out. Not easy. If anything goes amiss from there with fine up in the ring, that ball is going to travel to the fence. So he wants to bring the ball just from outside the off stump to finish around middle and off.
Slow one, doesn't get it through this time around.
अगर तुम भी अपनी रील्स वायरल करना चाहते हो और मेरे जैसे व्यूज देखना चाहते हो तो सीखो ऐप डाउनलोड कर लो। तो इंस्टॉल बटन पे क्लिक करो और सीखो ऐप डाउनलोड करो।
The other telling fact is that this year they've been much better in clearing the rope, so the boundary count has been better. Now the problem lies in what you do in between. Talked about Farhan as well. He does hit a lot of boundaries, but in between is what matters. So even though Pakistan been able to hit over 200 sixes in 2025, that is pretty decent in terms of where Pakistan are at in producing those maximums, but hasn't really translated into lots of run scoring throughout the game. So yes, the boundary count has improved, but rotation of strike and being able to maximize an over as such hasn't. Nicely played. He's timed that beautifully. Just a little dab and it's raced away.
This is turning into a very expensive over from Ishan Milling. A 14 off it. It is short, a little bit of width, and Saim Ayub has played this late. Stands tall, just guides it down to third for 4. A very quick outfield, and the coach likes it also. 2 boundaries from Saim. One, the flick of the wrist into the leg side. This one through the offside, plays it late, and he's looking good tonight.
Again through the offside. This is his area. Lovely cut shot. Another boundary ends the over. Pakistan 24 without loss.
18 of the over, and this one the best of them from Saim. A punch off the back foot, and the timing immaculate once again from him. 3 boundaries and he's off and running. 24 the opening stand, and it's come in just 2 overs now.
Yeah, Hasaranga into the attack. Sri Lanka know that they cannot leave it too late. Pakistan already going at 12 and over. Just need 105, which is now less than run a ball. Looking around, leg side is Saibzada Farhan. Finds the fielder offside.
I mentioned it earlier. Normally Hasaranga bowls out of the power play, but Das and Shana are recognizing that the impact has to be now. And versus Pakistan, Hasaranga has really good returns. Control of length, very good. But where he certainly caused problems, especially against Pakistan, has been the wrong one. Comes in sharply and normally goes through, and a full hit through the line of the ball as well. A couple of dots followed by the boundary to Hasaranga. Slight conversation between the 2 batters. Umpires are convening as well, maybe just something around having a look at the ball. Field so far remains the same, mid-off still up.
And Pakistan really motoring. Runs it away leg side. He wants to, but won't get that. What you can get is the KFC flip the bucket challenge. All you have to do is flip the KFC bucket onto your head as quickly as possible, and you can win KFC finger-licking good prizes. Lanka really need a breakthrough. Also, they need to stem the flow of runs because they're already suffering in that net run rate column, and they lose this and they lose this badly. Then it makes life very, very difficult for Sri Lanka. Round the wicket, Hasaranga. Doesn't get it through the offside. Dot ball to end the third, 29 without loss. Minus 3.35, so they don't want to lose a game, but also they don't want to, if they lose, they don't want to lose it quickly, because that will really affect that net run rate. Down the track, that is belted away. That is a fabulous hit.
He really packs a punch, does Saibzada Farhan. When he hits the ball, it's with the full swing of the bat. This has come down at some pace from the bat. Just away from Dushmanta Chamira's left hand. And has travelled at the rate of knots into the boundary. So once again, the over starts with the boundary. Saibzada Farhan not allowing any of the Sri Lankan bowlers to settle. Making great use of the power play. And a change of field. Third comes up in the ring. Mid-on falls back to the boundary, too long on. Mid-off still up in the ring.
Back of length into the pitch. That sort of length has worked. Right, the Fikr-free moment. Download now, Fikr-free app, and get insurance you need on your fingertips. Anything pitched up right now is just skipping on to the bat. Chamira has pace about him. Almost 142 clicks, that previous one, but maybe he had to change his length. Something like that, but that has been hit away. That is an impressive pull shot. Goes all the way.
Only dealing in boundaries now, Saibzada Farhan. A couple of boundaries. They went for 4, and this one, the swivel and the 6. Very quick onto that short delivery, and the pace of Dushmanta Chamira allowing this ball to fly. Fly into the stands here at Rawalpindi Cricket Stadium. The fans are really getting their money's worth. Enjoyed a good bowling performance from Pakistan earlier. And now already been treated to 6 boundaries so far.
And the singles. So Pakistan motoring along, going along at 10.9. Sri Lanka did not need this.
Yeah, tough in terms of when the bowlers obviously been wavered with their lines and their lengths as well. Either it's been too full or too short. 6 wides already. One of them went to the boundary. So bowling so far in the power play has been a real miss from Sri Lanka. Now protection square on either side of the wicket. Fine and third up in the ring. Mid-off, mid-on up in the ring. Looks like it will be the short delivery.
Ball looks very simple at the moment for Pakistan. Ball coming on to the bat. Square of wicket. Down the ground. The shots flowing. At the toss, Sri Lanka won the toss. Selected to bat first. Maybe that previous game playing on their minds that they might be swing with the new ball. Might be extra bounce. Nothing so far in this second innings. And with the pads turned away, that'll be a comfortable single. After 4, Pakistan 42 without loss. captain taking matters into his own hands. Shanaka, he brings himself on. Sri Lanka desperate. Not one, but they need 2 or 3 wickets quickly. Oh, the keeper standing up. 2 boundary riders are a long on and a deep square. Misses his runner. Maybe time out of the game just will be a tactic, maybe help Sri Lanka a little bit. But what they want is wickets, and back-to-back wickets. Drives it. Doesn't get the gap. The single again. When you look at the way that the openers are batting, there's no alarms at all. There's not been a ball that's turned or bounced or even swung appreciably. So at 128, well, they're looking very, very comfortable. Slight change of pace.
This approach from Pakistan very good. Irrespective of it being a subpar total, Pakistan have continued with their aggressive approach in the power play. So far haven't lost a wicket. Shot selection has been good. Placement has been nice as well.
Oh, swing and a miss. Pace off. He was eyeing mid-wicket.
A significant drop in pace. Almost a floater. Barely skips on off the surface as well. 93 kilometers per hour. Shanaka 121 the first one, and a real big drop since. That's what did Saim Ayub.
Now hits it through the offside. Length provided, and Saim Ayub with his typical cut shot gets it to the fence and gets to 1,000 T20I runs in typical Saim fashion.
Yeah, all quality on that shot, and that has been the innings so far as well. 4 boundaries, a milestone in his T20 international career. 9th Pakistani batter in men's T20 international cricket to get to those figures.
He tries to drag it leg side, but strike rate has been impressive. The second highest strike rate with the players that have got to 1,000 T20I runs.
As anyone in that current circuit you reckon can cross Shahid Afridi, 150 career strike rate, 90 innings.
The records are there to be broken. 150 strike rate is huge, but who knows? Oh, is that a wicket? Brilliant work. Another slow one. Saim Ayub didn't know where the ball was.
This is a very quick piece of wicket keeping from Kusal Mendes. Bale's taken off in a flash. Let's have a look.
Mendes with brilliant work. The crowd goes crazy because Babar Azam is in next. Saim Ayub got to his 1,000 and he got stumped. After 5, Pakistan 47 for 1.
खाते टाइम भी फोन देख रहे हो? ऐसा क्या मिलता है इसमें?
पैसे मिलते हैं।
क्या बोल रहे हो?
And for the crowds, that is breaking news. Over 4,000 runs, average almost 40. Very impressive numbers in all the formats for Babar Azam. Replacing a young gun. Saim Ayub was batting beautifully until caught unawares of what was happening around him. So the basic stuff that you're taught as a kid is always watch the ball, always watch where the ball is going. So he was off without realizing where the ball was, and good stuff by the keeper. That's put away into the gap. 2 is the call. They'll make it quite comfortably in the end.
Not a lot of runs to defend, just the 129, and looking at how Pakistan had started, you just wonder how Sri Lanka only ended up with 128. Good reactions, took a long time to put that bat down, and he's holding it at the bottom of the blade.
Yeah, that's mowed past the fielder. Ahmed on for 4. Lovely hitting from Farhan.
And putting pressure on the young man. He's playing his first game with the main team. He's made his debut in T20 internationals previously. Asian Games, where emerging teams featured. Those games were given T20 international status. Vijaykanth Vyaskant gradually coming through. Started his career in the Lankan Premier League. Featured in district squads. And the Jaffna Stallions got permission to include him in that first LPL. Got an opportunity, got noticed, and from then on, it's been a gradual process. Did well in the emerging tournament just now, the Rising Stars, and flown in. Great opportunity for the young man.
Is tall, and his temperament will be tested. This, as we know, is the next level, playing international cricket. Good thing is that he's kept the ball within the stumps. He'll not get a lot of spin. Dewy conditions out there, the ball will skid off the surface. All he has to do is to maintain his presence.
Lots of eyes on him and interest in how he'll go, because first player to be born and bred in the north of Sri Lanka, Jaffna.
Six done, 53 for 1.
They needed wickets early, Sri Lanka. They didn't come, but the runs came. Some wonderful shots, timing at its best from both players. Whether it be pace or spin, it was flying to all parts until that happened just now.
Moving on to the next stage. First 6 overs done. Sri Lanka at this stage, one badly placed, 44 for 2, but then kind of a disaster took place in the middle phase of the innings. Hasaranga has got a lot of magic to offer. Let's see how Babar Azam faces him. great thing about his bowling is that he bowls from the same angle when he's bowling a leggy or a wrong un. So he doesn't have to go really wide of the stumps to bowl the wrong un. And he's quick through the air, so there's hardly any shift in his bowling movement as such. Yeah, picked it up just a wee bit late, Babar Azam. And there'll be a lot of interest of the fans how he plays spin. Because we know his range is immense, the potential is immense, but at times it is felt that his game drops a little bit against spin.
Hasaranga's record against Pakistan, brilliant. At least 2 wickets in each of the internationals he's played against Pakistan. Did really well when Sri Lanka won 3-0 in 2019. One of the first teams to come back to Pakistan. 2017 they came over for one game. And it's after that that international cricket started returning to Pakistan. Rami's playing like an off-spinner because he bowls a lot of wrong uns.
It's a confidence thing also. Babar Azam sort of has got himself under a little bit of pressure himself. Doesn't play the sweep shot. I think that is a pretty decent shot against the spinner. So that's the leggy. Good revs on the ball. That ball turned also. And this was the straighter one on the wrong one attempted. 7 overs have been completed, 56 for 1. Yeah, tremendous crowd in for this contest. And that is extremely encouraging. You start winning and you get the support of the fans. Bit of a bonus for the Pindi fans. The last part of the Tri-Nations was supposed to be held in Lahore, but now all the games are taking place here. Pakistan comfortably placed in this run chase. 73 of 78. With 9 wickets in hand, surely Pakistan are the favourites here. Time to enjoy a bit of tapal tea. And it's the tea moment. In the meantime, I'm sure Farhan will tee off. Keeping it nice and tight on that middle and leg stump line. Good power in the wrist. And he's pretty tall as well, so he launches the ball with a little bit of strength.
He gets bounced, whereas Hasaranga more likely to keep low. Two different types of leg break bowlers.
Yeah, extra bit of bounce because of his height.
Pakistan ranked 7th in the rankings, Sri Lanka 8th. That's because of form over a period of time. Pakistan looking better though, but from Sri Lanka's point of view, things are not going really well. Hasaranga, like that, the senior man trying to keep the youngster calm. I mentioned the LPL, it was Hasaranga who guided him through that phase, early phase as well. And it comes down to the players themselves to turn their fortunes around with pride, their ego. It's always normal to be criticized, the expectations from the fans and everyone around. We also know SRILANKA went back because he was indisposed. A lot of speculation. But Ramesh, one thing's for sure. Everyone at every stage of their career faces challenges. You always feel, rightly or wrongly, you're wrong. You're at loggerheads with administrators. Even you, a Sangakkara, to anyone, every time you do find that. More on it in the next over. A brilliant over from Vyaskanth, 58 for 1.
The temperature drops drastically when it's this time of the evening.
Yeah, so throughout our careers, there are various times we feel that stress, and we feel rightly or wrongly that we're wrong. But the only way a player wins is by his performances. Nothing else. So it's always about chin up, go out there, get the runs, and you hush everyone up. And I think that's where the Sri Lankan team is letting themselves down. No use moping, no use feeling sorry for yourself. You win games, you perform. That's the only way you win as a person and as a player.
AFC official partners. He's more flatter than the other leggy, more front on, more toys up his sleeve. That's a cracking shot over cover. It'll be fielded, but a shot of authority from Babar.
But again, when the spin's introduced, it's a little harder for stroke play. Hasaranga's variations you were talking about, very similar. The leg break, and then the wrong and on the right of your screen. Very hard to figure out what's coming at you.
See, he doesn't have to go wider of the stumps to bowl the wrong one. They're once again closer to the stumps and bowling the ball that came back into the stumps. It's a bit like the reverse swing where a fast bowler then comes closer to the stumps and bowls an in-swinger. You're expecting from that angle to get a ball away from the stumps. Another wrong one, targeting the stumps. 63 for 1. Almost a house full here. Weekend, obviously, but still a lot of interest in this contest for the fans. .63 for the loss of 1. Pakistan beautifully placed to win this. Sabzada Farhan on 32 in no time of just 23 balls. On strike.
Hammered. That would sting. Vyaskanth hangs on to it. Sri Lanka was 61 for 3 at this stage. Wickets lost. But Sri Lanka don't have too many spin overs remaining. They've negotiated Hasaranga's 3 overs so far without losing a wicket. Vyaskanth has only 2. That's where Sri Lanka fall behind and would need those runs. They got to find a way to pick up a wicket. Maybe the dots will help them. bring out a loose shot from this Pakistani batters.
How good is that? That's glorious cover drive. Had everything, elegance, quality, force behind that drive. And the placement was brilliant as well.
That was a throwdown. So good to see. A real good cricketing shot. Malinga went for 18 in his first over. The moment he comes back, the shackle's broken. And a boundary or a shot like that just takes the wind out of the sails of the opposition, if there was any at this stage.
Has been a bit expensive tonight. None for 22 in 1.2. Dasun Shaneka in need of a couple of strikes here. That's missing the stumps, going down the leg side. But the idea is right, to just cage him up, tuck him up on that middle leg stump line.
That's hit him just underneath that knee roll. It's padded up, but it does tend to hurt. I thought gone are the days of the protection or the pads that tends to happen.
And we know it stings more when it's, what, 10 degrees. Run a ball affair for Pakistan from here till the end. It's again on that middle leg stump channel. That's good bowling, very good comeback after being driven through the offside. This is a good comeback.
It's the length, isn't it? The last time Hasranga bowled 3 overs inside the 10 overs was 3 years ago against England in Sydney. 100% confidence with dandruff free hair. Hello hair shampoo. Back of a length is where you need to be, where Pakistani fast bowlers were also effective. Since there are no runs, Sri Lankan bowlers searching and hence going off a length that's probably a holding length, but what can be effective here?
Yeah, nice straight drive. This will be collected by the long on fence fielder. So he's played both lengths rather nicely. Sahibzada Farhan, the shorter ball was put away for 6 over square leg. The deliveries that are pitched up have been driven gracefully.
This is what happens when you don't have too many runs to play with or defend. You search for the wicket rather than go to a specific plan or even sit back and build those dots.
Taps it down, wanted a run, not to be. And it's 68 for the loss of 1 after 10 overs, and we'll have a little pause here for drinks break as well.
Planning a trip with friends to the hills, but train tickets not confirmed? Don't worry. Get a short
Pakistan looking very good at 68 for 1 in the first 10 overs in the chase. Out of the drinks break, and it was Saibzada Farhan who's gotten Pakistan off to a flyer. 37 off 28. Bowling for Sri Lanka had to create an impact in the power play. The only wicket, that to a brilliant piece of wicket keeping by Kusal Mendes to Shanaka. That was the wicket of Saim Ayub. Farhan and Babar out there in the middle. Pakistan requiring 61 the next 10 overs. Vyaskant to continue into his third. He's been good in the first couple of overs. Drops it short. It's not out of the middle, but just enough in terms of placement between the two fielders. Farhan picks up another boundary.
Saibzada Farhan would have had heart in mouth just a little bit there. Yeah, he's already just blaming his gloves as he tried to power that out the ground and couldn't quite get it out the middle. Fortunately, it's between the fielders, lands safely and goes for 4. Wants to carry on, continue on his merry way.
This one will get the treatment. The sound also very good, and Rawalpindi crowd getting catching opportunity. This one was where it meant to go.
Vyaskant wasn't convinced with the previous one, gave him another go. Drags it down, and absolutely no doubt about that one. Bang! And it's out of there for sure. 95 meters. Making doubly sure the second time around. And no trouble with gloves that time. It's induced a commission. Skipper, senior bowler and junior bowler all together to now have a bit of a conference. But that is smoked. It's been a dominant performance from Pakistan right from the start. They've taken the game by the scruff of the neck. And it's just been no comeback and no answer whatsoever from Sri Lanka.
Now the point you make, Pommy, about Pakistan grabbing the game by the scruff of the neck in terms of from the onset in the chase after a good job with the ball. Both batters, Saim and Saibzada Farhan, staying true to the natural game, making use of the brand new ball and the power play conditions. This may be off the leading edge. Lucky that doesn't go to the sweeper's hand for Babar. Picks up a couple. It's Pakistan's leading home appliance brand, Super Asia. Magic of one touch. A good over for Pakistan. 14 started off with a boundary, which is mistimed, and a monstrous 6. Vyaskant feeling the heat.
Yeah, tough one really, the answer, because Sri Lanka would have hoped that with the difficulty they found, they'd have been able to present some, but it's been non-existent.
$11 done, Pakistan 83 for 1. Cricket fans have thoroughly enjoyed the entire month of November. Cricket has flooded into Rawalpindi. And the home crowd once again has been thoroughly entertained. 11 boundaries so far in this chase, 7 of them 5 boundaries and 2 sixes to Saibzada Farhan, and now on 49. Run through for one and turns around another half century in his T20 international career, the 6th in the numbers tally, and he raises a crowd, Rawalpindi, who thoroughly enjoyed this.
He's played well, Saibzada Farhan. Aggressive in the way he's gone about things. Some power, some of it though caressed through the covers and rather through the field than over it. Showing he's got that side to his game as well. You'd say got some sort of a run-up, and they're players who want to be at the top of the order and look to take on the field because there's nobody beyond the infielders. And then once they get going, quite happy to just keep that onslaught upon the opposition bowlers.
Made a cracking sound, and the result will be a maximum. Babar Azam was 8 of 17 prior to this delivery, but that has been a real good time shot.
Not too often you'll say he can't find the middle of his bat, but he hasn't quite been able to. And this is right out the screws. Flattish, and away it goes for 6. He'll hope that breaks the shackles and he can flow much better from here, Babar Azam.
Also important the way Saibzada Farhan continued the scoring. When Saim Ayub got out, it just dipped a little. And that has just allowed for Babar Azam just to get a measure of the pace of the surface. He's timed a few, not timed a few, but Saibzada Farhan at the other end striking at 151 just allowed Babar enough time. That shot there, a hallmark of the timing of Babar Azam. Where do you bowl to him then, Tommy?
Yeah, generally you don't want to be wide of players, but look at that, you're dead straight, and because of what the length is able to whack it away. And on his legs, quite happy.
It's time for Pakistan's smartest hatchback EV in Rex Zio, up for grabs for the most electrifying batter of the series. Charge fast and drive smart. (44-41) the partnership now. Does the fielder get this? Is it enough? Wow, that is absolutely brilliant. Patham Nisanka on the boundary there with a valiant effort. Is it enough or not? I'm sure we'll have a look.
Yep, top job. Just watching him out the window here. Was always going over the ropes. There he is, in hand, airborne, chucks it, and off he goes out there, and has saved quite a few.
Flat batted, straight back past the bowler. How's that for a strike? Enjoy this, because this is the 106 for Saibzada Farhan in 2025 and T20s.
Not often you'd say he's farming the strike when you're batting with Babar Azam. But he took one the previous delivery, only one. He wanted to be at him again, and that's why. Fierce striking here from Saibzada Farhan. Having a great time. An obliteration of the bowling attack. He's the first from Pakistan to hit 100 sixes in a year in T20s. Just fabulous striking.
Great partnership this, 53 off 45. Great partnership this as well. Onto your screens on the 28th of November, the film Neelofer, a partnership between Maira Khan and Fawad Khan, promises to be pure gold. Once again, the distance, the placement and the sound of the bat. That is a monstrous hit again from Saibzada Farhan.
Oh, he's tucking in, filling his boots. Let me at him, he said. Bang! Just have a look at this one sail into the night sky once again.
This has been phenomenal ball striking. Couple of sixes in Hasaranga's over. Pommy's got a great record in T20 internationals against Pakistan. Not tonight. He's never gone wicketless against Pakistan as well in T20 internationals, and this is the first time he will. 4 overs, 28 for none. Hasaranga tonight, 13 done, 107 for 1. Or 42 is the equation for Pakistan. Prize series, each team plays the other team twice. The top two play the final. Zimbabwe have played 2, have won 1. This is Pakistan's second game. Required 22 for victory, which will then be their second win out of the 2 games. He's called for 2. He should be able to pick it up comfortably.
Wasn't looking for a third. Happy to stay on strike. And why not? What a night. Look at this for some striking. 67 not out he's gone up to. And he's been so good at just first getting the ball away, through the field and over the infield. And then later on with the field back, when anyone's been short, he's shown his power. 4 sixes in the 67 to go with the 5 fours. Severe on the short stuff.
And he can hit the ball straight as well. Hold the pose, he says, because he watches this ball fly again. And fly for 6 it does.
Shot of the night, quite comfortably. Have a look at this. The length's not too full, you know. That's some shot. To be able to hit that back over the bowler's head. And it's gone just about 90 meters. Magnificent. Oh, what an innings this has been from Saibzada Farhan.
outstanding. This is simply incredible ball striking. The range of his shots and the power that he then packs behind them.
I'm glad he went straight there, because after that wagon wheel you might have stood there and thought, oh, he's just a tonker. He likes to swing to cow corner. That was a superb shot. Front elbow and everything, and back straight over the head of the bowler.
With that single, Saibzada Farhan equals his highest T20 international score. Always smiles in the crowd. And why not when it's for a Vigotel mobile selfie moment. It's been 6 sixes, and some of them have really gone the distance. 1 to Babar Azam, 5 of them to Saibzada Farhan. Off stump uprooted. Dushmanta Chamira has won.
Been a bit of a struggle for Babar Azam tonight. Just not quite able to get the pace of the pitch. Not quite able to find the middle of his bat. Gives himself some room, looking to go through the offside. And it slides past him and takes his off stump with it. Scant consolation really for the Sri Lankans, despite seeing the back of Babar Azam, who's gone for 16. It's 116 for 2.
Pakistan captain makes his way out into the middle. 37th appearance for Pakistan. Comes out with his side requiring only 13. It's been a clinical performance, it's a commanding performance so far, and more importantly in all facets. Brilliant fielding, which was supported by really good bowling and the other way around. And a top batting effort as well. That's jacked back in, very close, finger goes up. That is a brilliant piece of bowling from Dushmanta Chamira. And now he has 2 on the bounce.
Well, hello. Could it be? Surely not from here. Right on the stumps is late on it. It ducks back on him. And the bat can't get there in time. Onto the pad. And he knows straight away. Finger goes up straight away. And belatedly, as he starts to walk off, he thinks, hey, can I go upstairs? Didn't get any help from his mate. Gone for a first bowler. It's 116 for 3.
Usman Khan in at 5. On a hat-trick, Dushmanta Chamira. Gets his bat in. Gets his bat in time. Pakistan skipper didn't. 14 done, 117 for 3.
Yep, 2 and 2. Smashes into off stump, and that would have crashed into middle. Yep, too late. Maybe off.
12 of 36. Pakistan captain Salman Ali Agha and Babar Azam look slightly disappointed with their batting efforts, but from a team point of view, it's been flicker-free, as is this moment. Flicker-free moment. You can download the app and have all the insurance you need on your fingertips. Yaskant into his final and fourth over. His third over went for a few, dropped a couple short. Double teapots.
In a magnificent victory. There's still space for some to be disappointed. It's a terrible game, cricket. You can't have everybody happy. There they are. They haven't had a great time batting. And Saibzada Farhan's filled his boots. 74 bowlers happy, 3 for, 2 for, fielders, run-outs and catches. But there's still space for some melancholy. Oh, well, as long as your team's winning, they'll say.
Brilliant contrasting extremes of emotions. Put that picture side by side. All part of some good banter. Well, talking about teapots, how about we go to the one that matters? Into the Tapal Tea Lounge. Pakistani fans enjoying the cricket and also enjoying Pakistan's finest Tapal brand of tea.
We've still got teapots. You're okay, skipper. You're going okay. Don't worry about it. He was not happy with that. It's not us up here. It's our naughty camera operators. It's them. We're dobbing them in.
Yep, timing was perfect. There you go. Slightly more happier looking team in green. Just the one to end the over. 15 done, 1-2, 2 for 3.
Pakistan need just 7. There's been a dominant performance. Malinga. Down the leg side, and that'll race away to the fence. Is it off the pad? Yes, it is. Leg by, so it's down to 3.
Not the line you want. So now and again, Sri Lanka erratic, but Bazid, very difficult to judge your bowlers. Because with 128 on the board, they really don't have a fair chance, do they? Unless they're exceptional. And those type of days don't happen all the time. Need to give them a chance to be patient, to build their way into an innings. Malinga. That down to 2. Shahizada Farhan. He's been on a different level this innings, striking it so beautifully when most others have just struggled for timing.
His score in T20Is for Sabzada Farhan, 5 boundaries and 5 really big sixes. He is a ball striker. Right now, Sabzada Farhan will be looking for that one more hit to get Pakistan over the line. And fittingly, it is down the ground. Doesn't make it all the way, but doesn't matter. The boundary from Farhan seals the victory. Pakistan winning this by 7 wickets, but winning it emphatically. 4th consecutive T20I victory for Pakistan, but today it's been victory from ball number 1 till the end. They've been the side to watch. Sri Lanka, they've suffered at the hands of quality from Pakistan.
Yeah, looking a very good team. First with the ball in the field and then dominant with the bat. Just giving Sri Lanka no hope at all. The door was shut by the bowlers. The batters making sure it was just not open. Getting better and better. That's what looks good for Pakistan. The good news. Different players standing up all the time, and even if it runs away for a moment, they're pulling it back in style. Yep, that's how it was finished. Just as throughout the innings, holding the pose.
Fabulous innings from Sahibzada Farhan. This Rawalpindi crowd treated to some special batting. That squad, that management, very happy, very satisfied. Almost the perfect T20 game that Pakistan have played. They lost the toss. They had to bowl first, but they bowled beautifully, especially Nawaz, and the fielding, the catching, the throwing was superb, and then the batting. Sahibzada Farhan made sure that Pakistan win this very comfortably.
Picking up momentum, but for Sri Lanka, it's all going wrong. Just not able to show up at the races. And the usual problems always standing out. Playing spin, dominating the batting, getting runs on the board. It's just not work. But Pakistan, look at that. Farhan 80 of 45. He was absolutely brilliant. Saim Ayub started off nicely, a good opening partnership of 47. But all the work had already been done to get over the line.
Sri Lanka needed something special. Didn't start off well. Short balls being dealt with. Saim Ayub looked in fine touch through the offside, but this man, when he started to go, he didn't stop. Down the ground, belting it so hard. He is a boundary hitter, and we saw that today. The short ball disappeared time and time again. Saim then got undone with fabulous work from Pereira. Just went walkabout, didn't know where the ball was, but it was Sahibzada Farhan's act that sealed the deal.
Fabulous hits. Pace, spin, it didn't matter. Nissanka did well. No respect even for Hasaranga. What a fabulous innings it was from Farhan. 6 fours, 5 sixes. Dushmanta Chamira. He got a couple. But it really was not stopping Pakistan from winning this one comfortably.
And Chamira with those 2 wickets was on a hat-trick, but not pretty reading for Sri Lanka. It was difficult bowling second time around. There was a bit of slickness in the wicket. The ball really jumped onto the bat. Pakistan got to the target in 15.3 overs. 128 for 7 Sri Lanka got after batting first. Nawaz 3 for 16 was the quality act of left arm spin, and then Pakistan made light work of it because Saibzada Farhan 80 not out of just 45 deliveries, and Pakistan winning by 7 wickets.